Good morning, American Jiu-Jitsu. Welcome. We are on Yodan, 4th degree black belt, tape 2. We had a hard time. We had to take a couple days off from taping because in front of the dojo, even if we were open, you wouldn't be able to get in. They dug a 12-foot hole. They're putting sewers and a lot of things going on. I'm glad it's going on now, and then when we open up, which hopefully will be very soon, as we said in the previous tapes, that our studio is ready. We're safe with plastics and social distancing, and we're excited about reopening. But in the meantime, we're giving you these tapes. I'm here with my partners, Kathy and Billy, Shion, Kathy and Billy. They've been assisting me throughout the whole thing, doing all the uking, and we're so thankful for that because it gives you a better chance to see how these techniques should look by having a person. I can't do these myself, and they have volunteered from the beginning to do this, so we thank them so much for that. I hope everybody's staying home healthy and safe. Give us something to enjoy. Remember, American Jiu-Jitsu LI. That's what you want to remember, American Jiu-Jitsu LI. It's our YouTube page, it's our Instagram page, and it's our Facebook page. It's even our email, americanjiujitsuLI@gmail.com. If you have any questions, you can just email me. Passwords for our virtual training. Go to ajjcenters.com and it'll give you the whole schedule of our virtual training. And if you have any questions, just email me at americanjiujitsuLI@gmail.com and I'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible. These are posted up on our Facebook group page, Instagram page, and YouTube page pretty much every day. All right, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. 4th degree black belt, tape 2. These are Yodans. These are a little hard to kind of grasp in a video, but it's where we're at. You know, it's wonderful when I see people that post things on YouTube and say, oh, that's crap. You know, anybody could say thing about a video, but I always tell people, and I invite them down to the dojo, you become a believer once you feel these things. You know, when we're young kids and we touch a hot stove and we touch it once, and after that we say, oh, I'm not gonna do that again, because we realize how hot it is. And not trying to prove a point or trying to boaster, but I've been doing this 51 years, and I will tell you that when you look at a technique like we're about to show today, I understand from a video standpoint, or if you never touched that hot stove, you might think, this stuff's not gonna work. I've been honored enough to teach at the Pentagon, West Point, every law enforcement agent pretty much in the country. Our techniques are pretty much foolproof, and the only way to really learn a technique like this or to see a technique is to feel a technique like this. So it's not a call out, it's just an understanding. So when you're watching these videos, it might be above your level of knowledge. And if this didn't work, you could always punch them in the face or poke them in the eye. All right, but these are called Yodans. They're a very specific technique. They're a very high level technique. They're at the junior master level at 4th degree. So I understand if you don't understand that, but that doesn't make them not work. It just means you don't understand it. And you're more than welcome to come down to the dojo, feel the hot stove, see what it's all about, and then you become a believer too. So I hope you enjoy and I hope you understand. Yodan technique, we did the first tape on the punches, the high, straight, low, high wedge, low wedge, and now we're gonna make this another 2 tapes. We're gonna do 5 techniques on this tape with Yodans, and then we're gonna do another tape, part 3, with another 5. These are from self-defense techniques, okay? So, again, get a chance to see what it's all about, and when the studio opens up, get a chance to feel what it's all about. That's always makes you the better believer. All right, so let's look at this. Cross wrist grip. So Yodan, just let me maybe quickly explain. So Nidan is a technique where we bend the wrist this way. As Shodan, the first level, is we bend the wrist this way. Nidan, we bend the wrist this way. 3rd degree, we bend the wrist this way. Well, in Yodan, it's kind of a mixture of Shodan and Nidan. We're bending the wrist this way, from side to side. I always tell the story when I teach this technique. I was in let's not say why, but I was in a federal court building, and one of the agents said to me, I don't believe that you could do technique the way you say you could do technique. So I said, well, so another agent said, well, why don't you punch him, or why don't you grab him? And he did. And within a second, this gentleman got slammed against the wall, controlled, and was like in awe, like, what'd you just do to me? I'm like, well, you got to pay me if you want to know that, you know? So the point is that this is a very misunderstood technique when watching it, but when you're feeling it, it's not. All right, so again, it's not a call out, it's you understanding what you're about to watch. It's not gonna look like it works. The first time I saw it, I didn't even think it worked until somebody put it on me and I couldn't carry luggage for 4 months, all right, because of what they did to my tendon. So, if you don't understand it, that's what we're here for, and I understand that. But like I said, when we reopened up, you're more than welcome to come down and feel what it's all about. Okay, so with that being said, cross wrist grab into a Yodan. So what's happening here is you're gonna go to the side, bring the thumb to the nose, and all he has to do is turn the hips and apply pressure on that second joint, or what we consider the fourth joint because of the Yodan. Yodan means fourth, and these are the Yodan pins. So all he did was with his hips, he turned it like this and pinched that nerve. By the way, both of these are professional people that are retired frontline people, nurses. They know more about the technical body than I do and what joint and what part of the body it's manipulating. And matter of fact, they were both surgical nurses, so they know what the inside of the body looks like and why these techniques work. So when you understand jiu-jitsu, not grappling jiu-jitsu, Japanese jiu-jitsu, and when you learn these intricate moves, I was taught by a master, and he said to me that a lot of these techniques are named differently because way back when, the masters would tell different instructors different names. So years later, they would learn about what lineage you came from. So they would give one instructor A, one instructor B, one instructor C. They were all the same techniques, but they would give them different names to teach. And then they would know. So when that Japanese master, who had 2,000 years worth of lineage in his background, met me, he knew exactly the tree that I came from. So a lot of times people get confused with jiu-jitsu, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu, which is a wonderful, beautiful art. I'm very friends with the Gracie family. And the Japanese jiu-jitsu, or what we call American jiu-jitsu, which is more of a combative thing. Not better or worse, just different. So you're not going to be using this when you're grappling somebody, but you're going to be using it when somebody might be grabbing you or throwing a punch at you. That's why people get confused when they hear the word jiu-jitsu. 51 years I've been doing jiu-jitsu. About 20-something years ago, BJJ came online, and it kind of hijacked my system, not in a bad way, but people now, when they hear the word jiu-jitsu, right away they relate it to grappling. So when they see these videos, they get confused, all right? But don't be confused. Just realize there's more knowledge out there, and everybody that's doing martial arts the right way for good philosophy is doing the right thing, and that's what we look to practice. Good philosophy, it's not about hurting people, it's about protecting yourself. So let's look at that one more time. Cross wrist grab into that Yodan, and he turns his hip and bang, applies the pressure. If he went a little further than that, her wrist would break. Straight wrist grab is the same thing. He's going to take that attempt, he cancel out that free hand, come over the top with the hand, and again, just turn his hips on that sideward motion, and you wouldn't believe the pain you would feel. People say, well, do it to me, and I don't feel the pain. That's okay. If you didn't feel the pain, bang, we can strike, we can kick, we can punch. We only use this at a mastery level when we feel we can. The reason why this is a very specific system is because everything we gave you in the beginning is the artillery that you would use if you're not qualified to do this. But as we get more qualified, we get more confident, we're able to use these intricate techniques. But again, there's something that really is not practiced until 20-something years in the martial arts. Both Kathy and Billy are now 6th-degree black belt. How many years are you training?
27.
27? They're both training 27 years each to have gotten to this level. So what you're watching in a few months of us creating this might be like, oh, everybody wants to go right to the top. You got to realize after 51 years of doing this, if it don't work, I don't do it. All right? And these are both qualified and professional people that understand the intricacies. All right, so with that being said, let's go with the double lapel grab. Yeah, boom and move. Notice the attempts he's making because he feels confident to be able to apply that. Again, if all else fails, and Kathy grabbed him in that, and he just fell up, I want to take a palm blow and drive it right to his face. Boom, you're done. So sometimes people, when you look at that, they'll say, well, why don't you just do that? Well, if you palm blow a person in the face and you smash their nose across the other side of the face, I'll see you in court, okay? And everybody and everything is a video today, and everybody has you on video. When you do what it is that we do, nobody even knows what you do, but they feel it. And you could walk away and have to go home and feel good about it. Not good about it, but like I didn't really bust this person up, although you could, all right? So this is a higher level of responsibility, of technique, but that doesn't discard the basic jiu-jitsu that we have if we have to hit that person with that palm blow or poke them in the eye, okay? Now we'll have a one-hand lapel grab. The person extends the hand, he pushes back on this one, goes back samurai step, and bang, takes that right out. The next one is a front finger choke. This will be the last one on this one. Front finger choke, he'll spear to the throat, boom, and then from here, there's your move. So let's look at those first 5 one more time. Cross wrist grab. Notice how the hips turn. Straight wrist grab. Notice how the hips turn. Okay, double lapel grab. Boom. One hand lapel grab. and front finger choke. Beautiful. So those are the beginning parts of Yodan. Tape 3 will have the conclusion of the self-defense application. Again, these are high-level technique. If you don't understand them, we don't expect you to understand them from this video. This is more videos prepared for students that are about this level or at this level who have seen and feel these in the dojo and are giving them a reference to practice with. So they're not very instructional. They're more showing you some of the things that we do and would make more sense for the people that are training at American Jiu-Jitsu, but it gives you a preview. So if you don't understand something, don't condemn it. If you don't understand something, get curious. It's not about Jiu-Jitsu, it's about life. It's about the situation that we're in today. When we don't understand something, instead of criticizing, instead of forming an opinion, we all have those opinions, we all know that, learn about it. Learn about it, so when you make an opinion, it's a valued opinion. We always appreciate you watching, we always appreciate your support, and we still have to stay home healthy and safe, and that's the main thing that we're talking about. American Jiu-Jitsu LI, we have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, all the same. American Jiu-Jitsu LI Gmail is our Gmail account, and AJJ Centers is to find out about our virtual training. All right, thank you so much for viewing our video. Thank you, Kathy and Billy, for assisting me. And we'll be back on tape 3 for the conclusion of the Yodans. Stay home, stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks.